It's a
All right,
it's a that word.
we
that
are
It's a Super Bowl
live.
It's a big
Soup.
game. It's a big game.
Soup?
It's a bowl of soup.
Soup bowl?
Pregame show. Yeah.
Call it Super Bowl.
You know, these sons of bitches, they tried to get the big game trademarked and copyrighted too. You know, the NFL is a non-profit organization. It's listed as a non-profit.
Well, welcome back, guys. Slick and Thick here with a Soup Bowl.
The bowl of soup.
The bowl of soup. We got a bowl of soup preview for you guys today.
Yes.
Brought to you by BetUS. We're going to give you locks of the century.
Now, first things first. If you haven't done this already, I don't even know what to say to you. I don't know what to say to you.
You're slow.
Go to BetUS.com and sign up using code SNT125. That is SNT125.
Unless you want to be a poor bish your whole life.
Yeah.
You want to be rich, just do it.
Let's go. What you get is 125% of your first deposit. You deposit $1,000, you're gonna get a free $1,250 to play with. That means you put in $1,000, you get $2,250 to play with.
Crazy.
And if
Free
you had been
money.
listening to us, we are 6-0 this playoffs.
It's free money.
6-0. If you would put in $1,000 on your first bet
And listen to us.
and let it ride with Slick and Thick, you'd be holding over 50 G's right now, my people.
But look, if you don't like 50 G's, then,
know.
this is not for you, maybe.
More money, more problems. I get it, bro. It's a lot to gas up the Lambo. It really is. It's hard to maintain
owning,
the Villa
owning,
and
the,
Capri.
owning these boats we own, it's like throwing money into the ocean.
It
That's
really
what I
is.
always say.
It's
You know what I
better.
mean?
It really is. It's
Yeah.
literally better not to even have the money. You know what? You're right. Why are we even doing the show?
Yeah.
You definitely should not go to BetUS.com. And if you
Definitely
go
not.
there, you 100%
more for
shouldn't.
us, right? Actually,
Use
no.
code
Everybody could. We can all be
SNT125.
rich.
Yeah, it's abundance.
They
We
can be
are,
rich like
we
us.
are the podcast of the people. Every time the people came out to the show last night, one girl I got to give a huge shout out to. Big fan of the show, Sarah. She drove 3 hours to come to the show last
No
night.
way.
3 hours. Got to give a huge shout out. Sarah, please, I'm begging you. You said you had a great time last night. I want you to have a great Super Bowl. Bowl of Soup Sunday. I want you to have
we're not saying that because apparently that shit's like copyrighted or something. Like
Yeah.
we get like strikes for saying that.
yeah,
So we're gonna try and call it like a bowl of soup or a soup bowl.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna say
The
like
big game.
the big game.
Yeah.
Some lame stuff like that. but
Lame.
yeah, you can't say.
to avoid because Goodell and the NFL don't have enough money. They got to come after podcasters
Yeah.
and demonetize us for talking about their product.
Yeah.
But anyway, Sarah, go to BetUS.
Which one was Sarah? Did you talk to her at all? You're doing a lot of crowd work.
No, not really. Not really. She was one of the people in the crowd that was behaving herself.
Really?
The two fans from the show from Quincy and Dorchester.
Oh, of course, everyone remembers that.
My God, they were having a good time.
Yeah.
They were having
but
a
you
good time.
want to hear something? Some people might think that the woman there from Quincy kid.
She's from Dorchester, son.
Right. But people would think probably like that would be my least favorite audience member. But it's not.
Who
Who do you think my least favorite audience member? I'll tell you know what, G. I'm gonna kill the suspense. I'm just gonna tell you. The chick in the front who had bad body language. I think she said something was not funny in like the first minute or two. She said that's not funny. About she was offended.
Yeah.
And then she claimed she was an MMA fighter.
Correct.
And then
Said she'd put me in a triangle hole.
Well, let me get here real quick.
Yeah.
That's what I made that clear to you right as that happened when I saw you outside. I was like, first of all, no one calls it. No one calls it. She's like, Gerard goes. He's like, oh, you're an MMA fighter. Like, what would you do? What would you do to me? Like, obviously there's a weight disparity. And she's like, I'd probably put you in a triangle hold. First of all, no one. I don't know what that was.
So I was trying to do a buzzer.
Yeah, like one of those. Yeah, that sounded like a phone rang.
Yeah.
First of all, no one would call it a triangle hold. It's a triangle choke.
Yeah.
Right. Second of all, that's what the last move you should implement against you. That's like that.
Why?
Like, there's no.
Why?
For so many reasons.
Because it was just. I like.
I'll give you 3 reasons. I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why, Gerard. You're gonna hear me out. All right.
I thought it was a great idea.
Just hear me out. All right.
I was into it.
3. I know you were, but there's 3 reasons why that would never work.
I feel like I
Number 1.
gobble my way out of a triangle hole.
Number 1.
Oh.
It's her legs aren't gonna fit around your meaty arms and shoulders and stuff. It's gonna be she's not gonna be able to hold a guard against you. I don't think she's gonna be able to put a triangle in. Number one.
Nah.
Right? Number two, you big powerful guy. You could pick her up and maybe slam the shit out of her. Probably would do that. Number three, you're gonna eat her pussy.
Yeah, that's the third one. Move three up the list. I feel like the triangle hold is gonna be good for all of us. I bet you she taps before I do.
Ergonomically, your head would not be in the proper position for that, unless you're quickly to shuck the triangle. Yeah. Then you would put yourself. Then you wouldn't be in a triangle choke or hold, whatever you want to call it. If you got low, that's where you could,
smash
you
pass.
Could do said, yeah.
Big fan. I felt like,
I was kind of hoping you would have went after her a little more. I felt like you could have made her storm out.
Yes,
which would have been entertaining for me.
Well, this is the thing.
For now on, if you can see people like that, let's
you know who you can push and you know who you got to hug.
You're worried they're gonna yelp.
Yeah, that one. I feel like that's what she kind of wanted, where she was like,
what was her deal?
I don't know what her deal was, but you know what? Everybody else
was she good looking?
I thought she was pretty good looking. She was pretty good looking.
I couldn't tell.
I don't think she was as good looking as she thinks she was. But more importantly was the couple right behind him was hilarious. I think I started a huge fight with them. Because,
oh really? Yeah. Maybe.
Chris, this was hilarious. I was like, so what's your deal here? Doing a little crowd work, getting it's an intimate room. It's a small room, man. There's only like 50 people there or whatever.
Yeah, every other Thursday at Sad Man Comedy Club.
That's right, man. But it's great. It's like a New York comedy club. It's like an underground. It's like Village Underground. Reminds me of the room I used to run in Jersey City, the JC Underground.
They're gonna have to expand that place. Or figure out a way to put more seats in there.
They were already
we had that packed last night.
They were already talking about trying to do a 7 o'clock and a 9 o'clock, maybe do 2 shows or something like that. But but I like it packed out. I like a small room packed out.
But it's gonna be packed every week because now people start going. We're gonna start more the word of mouth. It's actually a thing now.
I hope so, man.
It's gonna be. I think they're gonna have a problem with people. I think.
Dude, Mick is the mayor of Boca. This guy, if he runs for office tomorrow, forget it. He says come out. I've been trying to get people to come out for weeks. They're like, I might come out. Mick puts out like one tweet. It's like, hey, I'm going to my boy's comedy show. Next thing I know, 20 tickets sold. Out the door.
Oh yeah.
Even our boy Christos.
I'm a producer. I'm a booker.
He's out Ruddy. Mick Ruddy over here. Mick Ruddy. The funniest thing, Christos. The funniest thing. Christian. Oh. Christos shows up. Our boy, the man, love him. Christos Yagos, big fan, huge fan of the program here. Everybody knows Christos. Shows up with 4 guys who don't speak a word of English. Sits right in the front row.
Yeah.
For the whole show.
They're all visiting from Italy.
They don't speak a word of English.
Good guys. I've been getting trained with
at a comedy show.
Especially the guy who's half Senegalese.
Yeah.
How would you say that?
Dude, the funniest.
Senegalese? Yeah. All right.
Afrikaans.
Don't brush it over like that.
I don't. Senegal's.
I've been getting a lot of training with him, but Chris I was like, what are you doing tonight? He's like, we're going out to dinner with the Italian guys. I was like, you and the Italian guys come to Gerard's show. I didn't know they didn't speak English.
Are they all fighters too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was so funny.
They were like the stars of the show.
It was. You had to figure it out because they were just sitting there smiling, and it dawned on me about 10 minutes into the show. I'm like, you guys don't know what's going on, do you? You have no, it's very good. It's funny. I'm like, my God almighty. So I asked the one dude towards the end, I was like, hey, have you had a good time? He goes, yes, good time. And I'm like, all right, who was your favorite comic? What was your favorite bit of the night? And he consults with his friend for a second. He goes, bobbity, and a cabanada. I'm like, what? A cabanada. The son of a bitch thought I was asking what his favorite food was. He had no idea. It was so funny, man. And then the other 2 couples, the Puerto Rican girl that claimed she was white, and then the other guy with the mustache next to her. And so you guys in a relationship? She goes, yes, and he goes, no, and at the same time, and it was hilarious.
And then she just answered every question for him, like she was wearing the pantalones.
Yeah, bro.
So you were cooking the crowd.
Oh yeah. It was good.
He's got to, bro. He's one.
You do that every time.
I'm a big crowd work fan, and G's one of the best crowd work guys there is. Like I'm a fan of like guys like Big J. You know what I mean?
Great.
Who's another great example?
Oh well, you would say.
My mind right now. Is Patrice? Would you call him?
Patrice, absolutely.
He's a crowd work. Like it's like the shit talking type.
But to me, man,
I mean?
when I look at it. Like Big J is great. Patrice was a godfather, but the guy, the all-time
Rickles?
Don Rickles.
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah, all that.
I had a dude come up to me. This is gonna be like I'm sucking myself off here, but like I use this as like my way to get booked for a couple years. There was a guy came up to me after I did a show in Woodstock, New York, and it was George Carlin's brother, and he came up to me and goes, "You remind me of a young Don Rickles," and I almost fucking killed myself because my life will never get better than
You've
that
gotten a young Don Rickles once, and you've gotten 2 James Gandolfinis.
Yes, and now I also got last night if Jason Momoa just completely gave up. So there's that. Yeah. Which, hey, you take your wins where you
I
can
used to
get 'em.
say my boy Richie P was like if you stuffed Jason Momoa in the dryer too long.
That's spot on.
Pretty good, right? He has the long hair too. I'll show you.
Yeah, that's pretty good right there. That's really good. But yeah, I loved it. I had a great time, man. We're gonna try to do it. You know what the thing is?
When's the next one? Is it 22nd?
The 22nd. The 20 and
And that's at Sad Man Comedy Cafe.
It's the perfect room for like trying shit out. It's our gym. I want to turn that into my kill
Christos is gonna do a set.
Yeah, Christos is gonna do a set.
Who else? It's right next to Fat Cats.
Right next. I want to get a couple of the softball. Yo, the softball guys, Jesse, Tommaso, JP, Jay, all came out. I love you guys.
Love those boys.
The good sound softball. Back-to-back runner-ups we are. Back-to-back runner-ups. We got to take the chip this year. Dude, I think they're your biggest fans. Like I had to sit there.
I love those
after
guys.
my show, I had to sit there for 2 hours afterwards hearing about how funny they think Mickey is and all this other shit about the podcast. I'm the funny guy in the podcast, guys. I'm the funny guy.
No, you're not. I wish you were. I wish you were.
Nah, I'm funny everywhere else but here. People.
Gerard literally gave me and Christian homework, which you fans get to look forward to.
Yes.
That he's like, guys, this is really boring stuff, but it's really important. We really have to like look into it.
Yeah.
So me and Christian, I don't know what we're gonna do, dog. You listen to that thing yet?
I don't know why it's pulling teeth with Mick to talk about current
week.
events. He talks about current events once, and it's got 10 billion views worldwide. Why
Dude,
is this pulling teeth?
that thing's got easily over 50 million. Like easily. Like someone was talking about it today, because every day I get that clip sent to me.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny about that?
Man talks about.
Well, that's really funny. Is that I'm man talks about now. But you know what's funny? They'll say man talks about, and they'll pull up like a UFC press conference picture of me, so they know who I am.
Bro.
But it's actually good when they say man, because in the comments they go, "That's Mickey Gall, it's Mickey Gall," and everybody sends it to me.
Let me tell you how, and it's gonna get so much bigger. I was on X today, watching the Tucker Putin interview.
Oh, true.
Somebody posted the video in the Tucker. Now this is what pisses me off. They post our video from Wall Street Bets account. So Wall Street Bets is getting
hilarious.
like 1 million retweets of our video, or Wall Street Silver. It was Wall Street Silver's Twitter account. And I'm in there.
Yo, CP, go to the Ukraine video. It's in the
on
reels on Slick and Thick.
Yeah, I got no clout on Twitter, no clout on X. So I got like 500 followers or something like that. And I'm like in there as like one of these like herbs, being like, "Hey guys, that's our video. If you could like and share Slick and Thick, that'd be pretty cool too, you guys. Thanks."
You only have 500 followers on.
Yeah, it's my 5th account. Most I ever had was 30.
You should just take mine. We'll just make ours
Somebody
Slick and Thick. We'll just make ours a Slick and Thick show from now
Then
on.
you have our boy Sager's trying to build a.
You do.
Okay, fair enough.
Nah, Sager can do. I like Sager
Soccer.
Soccer. Go to the Slick and Thick one and go to like
it's at the top of my reels. Go to reels. It's pinned in reels.
Click reels, jerk off.
Click reels, Christian.
He's making me so mad.
God, Christian. Yeah, that's the one top left. Top left, right?
Nah, one below that.
Nope, the one below it.
That.
The one below it, Christian.
No, I ain't either.
Come on,
Fuck.
Christian.
This is so embarrassing.
God, Christian.
You always embarrass
What are you
me.
doing, Christian? Huh?
I don't know where it went. I think Gerard's mismanaging this.
I am not.
Are you on? You're definitely on Slick and Thick, eh? You know the one. You don't know
Go. I know exactly. Go to my Instagram. I know where it is on my Instagram. Go to my Instagram.
Man. We really got to do something about these cameras. I know you said I'm breaking the fourth wall last time. We got to be able to see this shit better.
Yeah, agreed.
All right.
I agree.
Anyway, it's the one where I'm talking about Ukraine, where you know what's funny about it is everybody thinks that I fucking went and did the math on that shit. People have plagiarized that clip.
Yes.
And people send it to me like, yo, they're jacking my whole flow. And they like send it to me like, they send it to me like yo, they're plagiarizing, they're plagiarizing you.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, guys. If you watch the full video, the full Slick and Thick show, which I know all you guys do.
Christian, are you on mine?
He's
Go to Reels.
retarded. There is the first one.
It's
top
the first
left.
one, bro. My dog.
But before you play it, time out.
Yo.
Look, real quick. I say, yo, listen to this thing. I in the full episode, I'm like, yo, check out this thing I just read. Like, I found online.
Yes.
I didn't go and do all this math.
Bro, if you steal from one person, it's plagiarism. If you steal from many people, it's research. What you did that you feel so guilty about
I don't feel guilty.
is pre-production.
I don't feel guilty.
That was
I don't
research.
feel guilty because I know
You
I
did
know,
your job.
I don't feel guilty. I'm just saying I think it's funny that I'm the man explaining.
You're the man
Here's
explains.
the thing, guys. When I'm not doing that fucking I'm not doing the math. I'm not doing the homework. I'm not doing all that shit. I did a little bit. I saw something. It popped up on my feed. I reported it, and now I feel like I'm being conservative. I'm saying 50 million views.
It's way more.
I think it's got to be about 100. Yeah, I'm saying all that shit.
Yeah.
It's got to be like 100 million views on this fucking thing. We have what, like 2-3 million on just ours?
Yeah.
Right? It's wild.
It's so
I'm
funny.
like the fucking I'm the Ukraine guy.
He's the guy. He's the guy. He's gonna be on Fox News before I am, but I'm gonna be sitting there like the Indian
He's gonna
guy.
be
like,
so mad. You're gonna be
that
so
that
mad.
Indian dude meme, you know? That,
Yeah.
They have no passion. They have
Yeah.
no footwork. Yeah. So anyway, played a video, and this was posted under the Tucker Carlson.
Everybody,
thing, which is like 60 million views
everybody, every account has been sharing this thing.
now. 'Cause it's
motivation
real.
ones,
It's
time
real.
investors, this thing, that 2 million followers, 5 million followers, all these people.
It's a very difficult thing, and we're going to get into our big game picks here in a second. But this is a beautiful moment, and I even felt this last night when I would needle people a little bit politically. There would always be pullback over the last couple of years. Now I think people are almost ready because there's this moment where it's just like you just can't defend this shit anymore. You cannot defend $53 million to people who just got here in New York when you got veterans homeless in the street. You just can't do it. Like you just can't. You can't defend another $20 billion to Ukraine, right? As a stipulation for shutting down our border when our cities are overflowing, crime riddled. It's indefensible, and not people that you would expect talking about this. Mike Tyson talking about it, Stephen A. Smith talking about it. 50 Cent talking about it. Meek Mill out here talking about it. Like they
Tyrese shared this video.
Tyrese shared this video?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. It's been everywhere.
Yeah, dude. So it's kind of a great awakening.
I gotta go through my DMs. I'm gonna make like a post of it and just screenshot all the different accounts that
It'll be like
have
the
it.
Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But it's for real. It's for real. And I mean, this is what outside of loving hanging out with you, hanging out with Christian, like just what I love about this show, man, is that we can take these high level concepts and distill them down for the everyday person because we live that life. We live in that world. And I believe the quote unquote elites, whoever, they try to throw verbiage in there. They try to make shit so lame that everybody just bails on it.
Yeah.
But like this type of shit right here,
We
this
use
opens
layman's terms.
this layman's terms, so it ain't lame, man. But like this just keeps it real. This is 100% real, And yeah, the video I sent you is the reason why we needed a dead strike in the worst way. But that's not for today. Today's for winning
We're talking about the
dollars.
bowl of soup bowl.
The big soup game, all right, that we're talking about today. We got the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, first we're gonna watch this video.
Are we gonna watch the video? All right.
So check this out. With the 165 billion we gave to Ukraine, we could have built 6 border walls to stop illegal immigrants from pouring across.
I think some people thought I was racist for that one.
Yeah, that was weird. Why would that be
Flint's
racist?
water system 215 times over. I like this.
Now I'm trying to give
given
what?
every homeless vet $2 million.
Holy.
Would have given $50 million to every family impacted by the Maui wildfire.
Nice job, Soccer did a
That's
great job.
$700 each.
We gotta get our priorities straight, buddy.
According to HUD, they think it would take $20 billion.
Now he's
to
still
end
fucked up,
homelessness
and
in
nobody
America.
cares.
$20 billion. And what'd you say? We've sent 100 and how much?
165 billion.
So we could have ended homelessness 8 times over in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
outrageous.
And they want to shut down the government, and they try scaring people into thinking that's a bad thing. No, they'll never shut down the government. They'll never do it.
Yeah.
Do you know why they won't shut down the government?
We were spitting
because
in this one.
people would then realize how little government we actually need.
unimportant it is. Yeah.
They'll never shut it down because then they'll realize 90% of things that are getting spent, garbage. Absolute garbage.
How you doing?
How you doing? Spending $15 million to find out whether Badgers fuck better.
I was
on
wrong, by the way. It
cocaine.
was
An
$39 million
actual
on
thing,
that.
by the way.
Let's check this out.
39.
Good to know. Yeah, bro, it's wild. That thing's pops up every day. I get it sent to me every day. I've had it sent to me by over 20 people. You know what I mean, from different accounts.
Yeah. Well, dude, you know what? When a guy like you says, look, a guy like me says it, people are like, all right, well, he's looking for clout, he's looking for this, he's trying blah, 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 he's a shit poster, comedian. But when a guy like you says it, 250,000 followers, you're not a political pundit, you don't have a horse in a race, you're an apolitical guy, you don't give a shit.
Nah, I'm
when
Team
you
America,
say it,
baby.
Team America. When you say it, it's like, dude, this is for real. Like, what are we doing right now? This is fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how anybody can look at this and be like, nah, this is good, man. $20 for a cheeseburger, we're killing it. Doing good.
Yeah.
You know?
It's wild.
But I think, again, man, we're coming full circle in a good way. I really do. I think there's going to be some pains here. Like any birth, there's going to be pains at the birth. But we've gone from the awareness to the outrage to now we're going to get towards action. I really do.
But in the meantime, we got the bowl of soup bowl.
Bowl of soup. Man, oh, man.
Where to start,
The
G?
new dynasty out there in Kansas City.
Are we allowed to say Kansas City Chiefs?
I don't know if Chiefs. Who knows
Are we allowed to say San Francisco 49ers?
Can we say Patty Mahomes? We're just,
I feel like we can say the gentleman's
49ers,
name. I don't know, but that other stuff might be trademarked.
The 49ers.
Copywritten.
Two of the best runs, if not the two best run franchises in NFL. You've got the up-and-coming 49ers. They've been knocking on the door for a couple years here. And you got the Chiefs. Some are actually already saying this might be the swan song for the Chiefs. A lot of guys looking towards retirement. You know, you've got Patty. He's going to make, if he wins this game, he's going to start making some serious arguments for some all-time stuff here, man.
Yeah.
Top 3 all-time, top 5 all-time. Right now, where would you put Patty Mahomes on your all-time list?
Right now, I'll put him top 10.
Top 10? Give me your top 10 QBs of all time.
Come on, man. I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do your top 10?
No, I don't. I mean, you got to put, I think,
number one,
Brady's Super Bowls.
Brady number one.
That's going to put him probably number 1.
Number 2?
I don't know. I think you got I don't know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I
I'm
think
going
you gotta
Montana
put,
too.
I was gonna say so. I got Montana up there. I think Peyton Manning should be up there.
I'm going Peyton Manning 3.
But then there's certain there's guys I don't know enough about. I know them from NFL films. The Johnny Unitas, the Terry Bradshaws, the guys Bart Stars, and you know what I mean. Like I don't really know.
What do you do with a guy like Aaron Rodgers who's gonna have every record by the time he's done, but only 1 bowl? What do you do with a guy like Dan Marino who would probably throw for 7,000 yards?
But maybe the best quarterback ever.
I hear you.
You know
what
I mean?
It is hard. Antonio Gates did not making it into the Hall of Fame too. Wow. It's tough. It's really tough to stratify.
You'll get there.
Stratify with these guys.
You'll get there.
Yeah, tough to stratify.
Think about
tough
that
to stratify these guys.
That team, with LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the best backs ever.
Absolutely.
But I don't think they were comparing them to someone. Maybe it was might have been like the Cowboys or something, where they're a powerful team. Though it was the old Chargers.
Oh yeah.
But they don't. It was the San Diego Chargers then.
Yep.
And now they won 2 wild card games in all these years.
15-1. They couldn't beat the Patriots. They were 15-1 one year.
Yeah.
And they that's the big knock on Phil Rivers. That's the whole Phillip Rivers Eli Manning thing. Is Phillip Rivers?
Gosh dang it! You ever see those?
Oh yeah.
Phillip Rivers. So he's got 9 kids and he won't curse.
Yes.
So they got clips of him he'll yell as if he was cursed, but he just says the funny. It's like he's like a kid.
I think his kid was
God darn it.
His kid was just like a 5-star recruiter. So his kid's about to be a NCAA stud.
That was you know what? I'm gonna try and send a clip of him real quick just 'cause that's funny. But
yeah, that was the whole Marty Schottenheimer thing. 15-1 with those guys, couldn't get over the hump. And those teams were stacked. LaDainian Tomlinson, Phil Rivers put up the monster regular season numbers.
Now he was supposed to be a Giant, but we got Eli Manning.
So they were traded for each other, and Eli Manning put up the monster playoff numbers. Do you know still to this day, all these years later, Eli Manning has the most passing yards thrown in a single playoffs?
Really?
Eli Manning, playoff Eli Manning was a beast. He was that dude. Then you got Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. The very last pick in the NFL draft, year 2. A lot of people feel different ways about Brock Purdy. Some people think he's completely overrated. Some people think he's a quote-unquote system quarterback.
I think what he's done is impressive.
It's very hard not to be. For me, I think the 49ers are how you run an NFL franchise going forward. If you have a quarterback on a rookie deal, it's like a cheat code in the NFL because you can put bona fide stars all over the offensive, defensive line, skill positions.
Speaking of which, I want to get to going, player by player, position by position matchups.
Let's do it
with the game. You want to hop right into it?
Let's get into it.
Play Phil Rivers real thing. I don't know if this is the best one. But you look these up, you'll find there's like a few of them. Him mic'd up, but he never curses.
Gee golly!
He'll be talking smack.
Gosh darn it!
Yeah, it's like a kid.
Ooh, that's back when you could hit the quarterback right there.
Thank you. Hey, thank you. Hey, thanks, Cameron. Hey, we'll take that 15. Hey, hut! Got him! Winner! I just had to get one more on y'all. 90-yard touchdown! 90-yard
It's like you yelling in my ear. I will yell.
Hey, 17, you see I ain't talking, right? Stay humble, bro.
You know he's right.
Stay humble, cuz.
Stay humble, cuz.
Yeah, but don't do that by my ear. Don't do it by my ear now. Don't do it by my ear.
I will.
No.
Hey, 1-7.
Good night! Good night to all! Good night!
Yeah.
Good night,
This ain't the wall. You pull it out.
Yeah.
That's ball game, baby!
Yeah. I tried doing it quick
That's
on the
a good
fly.
old-fashioned, not just a good old-fashioned.
All right, Chris, we're good.
All right, so let's start getting these position by position matchups.
That wasn't a YouTube clip, was it, Christian?
I have thoughts.
Don't be playing these YouTube clips no more, doggy.
Christian, how could you? No,
If you send to a YouTube clip, find it on X or something. Shit. All right, so
Gob darn.
Position by position. Let's start with the head coach. Which head coach do you think wins the head coach battle here? Would you rather have Andy Reid or Kyle Shanahan?
This is probably the. Listen, the answer is Andy Reid by far.
By far.
By far. Listen. Kyle Shanahan, he's a great coach. His father, great coach. He's not a big game coach.
Wow.
Listen, he should have lost the last 3 NFC championship games. And then before that, lost the Super Bowl. Has had one of the most talented.
That means he's been in the Final Four 4 years.
Has one of the most talented, most skillful teams. He's a great coach. But when it comes to I know. But look, he should have lost to Dom's Detroit Lions. If Dan Campbell didn't make those mistakes, you know what I mean? He should have lost. It should have been 3 straight. I don't think he's a big time. He's a big time coach. I don't think. Maybe he just needs to mature. You know what I mean? He's still very young. You know what I mean? Especially in terms of like coaching.
Same lineage.
But Andy Reid.
They both come from the Bill Walsh tree, as it turns out.
Yeah, but I think Andy Reid. I go with him, and I think in this game it's a big. I think the coaching matchup is maybe the biggest matchup of this
biggest
game.
Mismatch. You think
No,
so?
not the biggest mismatch.
Okay.
The biggest matchup.
Got you.
So we're gonna see either Shanahan's gonna step up and is gonna change that because he's done one thing doesn't mean he can't do something else.
Yep. You got Kyle Shanahan against Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator of the Kansas City Chiefs, and then you got Andy Reid versus Steve Wilkes, defensive coordinator of the San Francisco 49ers.
Right. Well, I'm just talking head coach. Head coach wise, I got Andy Reid.
So Andy Reid, a lot of people know, is 28-3 all time coming off of a bye. 28-3 all time coming off of a bye. However, coming off of a bye when his opponent has a bye, he's 3-3.
You know what? Since we talking
2-2
stats and records,
yep.
You know what Patrick Mahomes is going against the spread?
What is he?
10-1-1.
10-1-1 against the spread this year.
Against the spread. I don't know if it's this year.
Yeah, this year.
Is that right? Are you sure?
Yeah. 10-1-1. Has to be 10-1-1.
And I got one more stat for you. I got one more stat for you. The last time that San Francisco was favored in every single one of their games, like they were this year, was '94 when they won their last Super Bowl.
Oh, so you're going in the head-to-head.
I gotta go Andy Reid, man.
I
gotta go Andy Reid, the human walrus.
Yep.
Munching burgers, looking for chicken nuggies.
You got to give it to Andy Reid. He's done it. He's seen it all the way through to the end.
Yeah, he's more seasoned.
Kyle Shanahan.
He's not quite as seasoned as like the politicians we have. Ooh, did that one get your dick hard? Why is it? Why are the politicians always at fucking 79 and like 78? Why is that position? Why is the president always that fucking old?
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I think you know what I mean. There's a happy medium in there. Where you're like in your 60s. That's when you're, you know what I mean. You live life. You're sharp.
When Sean McVay won the Super Bowl a couple years back, everybody started hiring these like 29-year-olds to be a head coach, Cliff Clinton and all that other stuff. You want a coach. You want a mentor. You want somebody that you can believe in. I find it very hard to believe that these 30-year-old NFL players are looking at a 36-year-old head coach thinking like, oh, this guy knows what's best. But like all these guys, because I think of the tech boom and all the GMs and everything, and you know, and the head coaches are like, we need young, innovative people. Like, you know, it's like, no, you need some. Go ahead, Chris.
I got some great comments here.
Go ahead.
Great comments.
Go
we
for
got
it.
R, that's his name, just R. Damn, these guys must be really shadow banned. Ha.
Yeah.
Then we have.
Yeah, what do you think doing business with fucking Gerard over here?
Hey!
WL.
Sorry. Hey, you can help change that, my man, Hard R. You know, like share it, tell a friend. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
like,
help us the hell out, man. Come on, dog.
One more. WLW Carpentry 1 said, I know, right? They have a great show.
My man.
Yeah,
gets
they
it.
speaking facts.
They love it.
Bars.
Bang.
They
and
preach
and not only that, but we're going to make you some money, boys.
Yeah,
go
guys,
to
go make some money because we love
Use
y'all.
our login, SNT125. Andy Reid, book it for the Chiefs.
Book Andy Reid. All right, now let's hop right into quarterback. Easy. Probably it's you know, head and shoulders.
To me, it's the biggest gap on the whole field.
Agreed.
Patty Mahomes. It's very hard for me to take Patty Mahomes giving points sometimes, but getting points? Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
On a neutral
Bet US
field.
boys go hammer the Chiefs.
I like it. I like everybody, all the sharps, all the smart money's on San Francisco. I am not necessarily all in on the Chiefs.
All right, well, we can get to that at the end.
Quarterback. So 2 for 2. Head coach, Chiefs. Quarterback, Chiefs.
And here's where it's going to turn. We're going to go RBs.
Running back?
Now listen, I'm going to tell you why.
What do you mean turn?
This is where it's going to switch.
No way.
You're going Pacheco over McCaffrey?
Oh yeah, what am I talking about?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, listen, but here's the thing.
Out here.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I like Pacheco. He's a Jersey boy.
Yes.
He runs hard.
Mod Bradshaw.
He runs Pacheco. Hard, bro. Pacheco runs angry.
Yes.
I think he had 2 family members killed. He runs with that.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fucking dog out there.
Dog.
I love Pacheco. I'm a big Pacheco fan.
He's a sleeper for me to be the MVP of the game.
I got Pacheco for at least 1 touchdown. That's another Bet US bet.
That's a prop.
Another prop bet.
Anytime.
Pacheco for sure, and he's gonna score. He's gonna get in the end zone. But you got to go with the great white hope at running back.
Yep.
I think this is the only one there is. The only white running back. And Christian McCaffrey, arguably the best running back in the game. Arguably.
For sure. I don't think it's arguable.
You don't think so?
No. He's a dual threat back. He's good for 2,000 yards every year, you know, and he's just an absolute weapon on first down, second down, third down. Christian McCaffrey is dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Christian McCaffrey. I love his game. Definitely got to go San Francisco. I'll tell you what. You know, I didn't really understand what you were saying before, but that was on me. I was zoning out. I think you're right.
You were zoning out? That's fucking rude.
How's he
going to just fucking say that shit to my face and like, what the fuck was it? Dumb.
Sorry.
What the fuck?
After head coach
I did it the last episode.
And quarterback, it's going to be very hard for the Chiefs to get any of the next positional groups. Running back?
Wrong.
Running back?
Wrong.
San Francisco. Offensive line?
San Francisco. You got Trent Williams, the biggest, baddest dude on the field.
Yep, absolutely.
Right? But what about tight end, friend?
Well, what about tight end?
I got Travis Kelce, even with his Taylor Swift and his Pfizer sponsorship, over George Kittle. George Kittle may be the number 2 tight end, but I think I got Travis Kelce head and shoulders above George Kittle.
I'm going to tell you why you're wrong, because Travis Kelce and George Kittle are, to me, neck and neck, dead even. And Juszczyk in that 2 tight end set.
I like Juszczyk.
They're better. They're more diverse than 2 tight ends. Can anybody in this room name the second tight end on the Chiefs? Exactly.
Yeah, I seen Tim though.
Exactly.
I seen Tim when that time that Travis Kelce was out.
This is the only game this year where the Chiefs will not have a decided advantage in the tight end position. All right.
Really, you really feel that way?
Not only do I feel that way, you know what San Francisco does better than anybody in the NFL?
What?
Cover the tight end. They got linebackers.
They got good linebackers.
They got linebackers
I
that
think
can
Fred
run
Warner's
with a ton
a
of.
fucking dog.
Fred Warner he's soft spoken and he's in the Bay Area, but people don't realize this is Ray Lewis. This is sideline to sideline, nose in the gap, cover a tight end. This dude Fred Warner, he is the baddest dude we've had at middle linebacker since Bobby Wagner. So I think tight end, to me, it's a wash. I'm calling it a wash. It's a wash.
That's really interesting to me.
Wash.
I'm interested. That's interesting that you say that, Christian. I just sent you something that I want you to pull up before we move to defense. This is a little thing.
Well, you got wide receiver before defense.
Right. We got the end. I'm wide receiver.
San Francisco. Not close.
San Francisco. Ayuk, Debo Samuel.
Not close.
I like Rashee Rice for.
Okay.
He's been a rookie. But he's done his thing.
Yep.
He's there's been big holes there.
Yeah.
You know, I think they got McCole Hardman back, and who else?
The most drops in the NFL. This wide receiving core for the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, and they got the white dude Watson. But that there's nobody that can break a game on that Kansas City wide receiving core the way that Debo Samuel can, the way that Brandon Ayuk can.
Correct.
You know, so if you're looking at an overall,
and that's the thing is you take away George Kittle, they go to. Or take away McCaffrey, they're going to go to Kittle.
Yep.
Take away Kittle, they're going to go to Debo. You take away Debo, they're going to go to Ayuk. Take away McCaffrey, you got one of the other guys. You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
there's a lot of weapons for this team.
And they call Brock Purdy a game manager as if that's a bad thing. Manage the game.
Manage the game. That's
you got a great defense.
That's what Lamar Jackson didn't do, and that's why we're watching these two teams in there right now.
Bingo.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson, MVP, stud, great player, won me a fantasy Super Bowl, but he's not a game manager. He didn't do a good job of managing the game.
You need Patrick Mahomes to win you this game. Brock Purdy just has to not lose it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what's funny? Shout out to Punch Drunk Sports with Jason Tebow, Ari Shafir, and Sam Tripoli. They used to do this thing where it's like, you just want a nice white quarterback. And that's a Brock Purdy versus Lamar Jackson.
That's
you know what I mean?
Funny. Did you see Brock Purdy get mad as hell at that guy that was like, hey, so have you ever checked to make sure that you weren't related to Lee Harvey Oswald? And Brock Purdy got like really upset. And then they put up the picture side by side. Brock Purdy should check.
Why'd he get so mad?
He should check. Brock Purdy should check to make sure that
Did you know Lee Harvey Oswald's mom said like that's not him in the casket?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a lot of fishy shit going on with that JFK assassination. I don't know if you heard.
But they're not exactly 100%.
Hey, play this quick thing on my boy Pacheco, Rutgers grad, Lil Poppy. Check this thing out, G.
I was like 16, around there, like 16.
The song's a banger
too. When my brother died, my brother ended up getting stabbed and lost his life that night. 1 year after that, got a knock on the door.
Goosebumps.
By a family member. Says, it's Les. It's Les. What you mean? She's gone.
Goosebumps again.
His sister passed away.
The way this kid plays.
That did something to him.
Had to be a better song we could have went with.
I love this song.
Really?
Fuck yeah. Rockin' a hard place is better than control.
Yeah.
Locked in a stalemate with a man who holds no bars hold.
Dude, he runs just like Ahmad Bradshaw. It really does. It's crazy.
16.
Yo, shout out Lil Poppy. I'm guaranteeing he gets in the end zone.
I used to hang out with a Rutgers running back in the day. Work out with him a couple times. Really good guy. I don't know what happened.
You ride any elevators with him?
Yeah, I did not.
All right, that's probably good.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what happened to him.
Yo, you remember that crew? The gentleman you're referring to is Ray Rice, and
I gotta be honest.
A stud, him and Brian Leonard. Remember that backfield?
One of the nicest guys I ever met in my life, too. Really, I know what he did is.
His woman stayed with him.
What he did is unforgivable, and I get it, man. But dude, I worked out with him.
Yeah, it's not a good
Parisi school up in Paramus.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like a precursor to all this like bar whistle and all this stuff. That was like really revolutionary shit back then.
He wasn't over with DeFranco at all?
I didn't see him at DeFranco. I saw Brian Cushing at DeFranco.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was
he's
impressive.
A monster, right?
Whoa, that was nuts. He was doing like single leg jump squats I was working out with a dude named Corey Smith. It was a first-round draft pick from Piscataway. And I thought I was a pretty big, bad motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like I felt like I could, as far as baseball was concerned, I was bad.
All right.
And then I got in there with some real athletes.
Right.
And I saw Brian Cushing had a 25-pound weight
Started
vest
playing
on.
fucking around with some men's sport.
So he had just gotten like whooped up on by Vince Young in the national championship game. Like but he was like a true freshman at USC, and they had him spying Vince Young on the national championship. Dude, anybody goes back and watch one of the best games of all time.
I remember
college football.
Yeah, Texas.
Vince Young was unreal.
Yeah,
I think he went for like 600 total yards of offense.
Yeah,
and Brian Cushing took that shit personally. So he puts on a 25-pound weight vest, and he's holding on to chains, so it's like uneven weight, and he's hitting single-leg box jumps, right? Like, you do box jumps, like, all right, you hit it, boom, you settle, then you come down. This dude was bang, bang.
I think the idea also of the
bang,
chains,
bang.
the chains it comes from the Louis Simmons, the West Side method, where when you get low and you're in that where it's the hardest, it's a little easier. Too, so the chains hit the ground. It's also like with the bands on it.
Accelerate
when you're
through
down
the top
here,
of the
it's
lift.
Exactly accelerating through the top, where that's where you're gonna feel the most load, the most weight.
Wow.
So yeah, that's the West Side method.
What was funny too is I remember being there, like looking at, and I made like a little comment. I was like, "Damn, that's a freak of nature." And my boy goes, "That's a freak of science."
I don't know about
and
that.
I didn't know what it meant at the time, but I think Cushing might have popped a couple times. But who knows?
Yeah.
We don't make allegations around these parts. This is just an
we're all
anecdotal
from Jersey,
story.
man. I don't know
This is just
nothing
an
about,
anecdotal story.
I don't know none.
I don't know nothing about nothing. All I know is so far, head coach, Chiefs. Quarterback, Chiefs. Running back, Niners. Offensive line, Niners. Tight end, Wash.
Speak for yourself. Tight end, I'm going Chiefs.
And then you got wide receivers, Niners. Overall offense, I think you got to go Niners. Unless you put in extra points on quarterback, head coach. Unless you put in extra points.
I'm going offense. I'm going offense, Chiefs.
Okay, but it's barely. Now, defense.
Barely, yes, correct.
Defense.
Front four.
Oh, it's 49ers, not even close.
Easily.
49ers,
Agreed.
not even close.
You got Chris Jones.
Yep.
Game wrecker. You got Bosa.
Whoa,
probably
that's
biggest.
The Chiefs. I'm going Niners.
I'm sorry. I'm saying Niners.
But it's interesting because I
But
do
Bosa,
have something on
Bosa,
that.
I think, is the biggest game wrecker.
Bosa's a game wrecker.
Right.
Yeah, they got 3 other game wreckers too. And
Bosa,
assuming that Chase Young shows up.
Speaking of Bosa,
what?
Tony Accardo's great grandson. Isn't that right, Dom? Correct.
Yeah. What about it?
Bosa.
What about it?
Tony Batters, Joey Batters. We were talking about that last time.
Yeah, he's.
You got that mic near Dom? We can hear. I'm doing my Dom voice.
You're doing a good Dom voice.
Am I doing an all right
You
Dom?
kind of sound like Joe Pesci in Vegas, a little in Casino, a little bit, but it's kind of.
Wait, time out. Let's hear Dom. They're gonna be like, wait, is that Mickey or is that Dom?
The Bosas are the great grandsons of Tony Accardo.
Accardo.
All right.
From Chicago.
From Chicago.
There are also some other allegations about Nick Bosa in
Racist.
South Florida, but we're not going to.
Is that
what
the
are
racism
what are
one?
those allegations?
He might like the sausage. That's
whoa,
No.
whoa,
purely speculation in high school circles from years ago.
Wait, whoa.
That sounds like some haterade. That sounds like some hater-ass bullshit.
You're talking about?
Come on.
Are you talking about Nick Bosa or Joey Bosa?
Nick.
Both of them.
No, not
Sure.
both.
Hey.
Both fanooks.
This is
Listen,
a heavy
news. This is a
heavy allegation.
Oh, I see why Dom didn't want to be on camera.
I'm the last guy to pick on Italians, guys, please. But I don't know. They're just a smidgen Italian. So
What?
maybe that's it.
I gotta tell you, I don't believe it. But
Tony Accardo took over for Al Capone, no?
He was his driver.
But he
for
took
years.
he took over for him, and I think he never did a
Quietly.
stint. Yeah, exactly.
Did you ever hear the story about when his house got robbed when he was in California?
I did.
People ended up missing, and the poor guy that was watching his house ended up missing.
Yeah, he had like a bowling alley in his house. He had like a big like swimming pools and this dude lived a good life. Tony Accardo stayed out of prison. I don't think he ever did a day in jail.
No, he didn't do any time. He kind of had a house. If you compare it to
yeah, that's real interesting. Why do you think Bosa's gay?
I'm interested in the house.
Where did this come from?
I don't think he's gay. It's just pure speculation.
That's
I've been in South Florida for nearly 20 years.
Is this something that's known in South Florida?
That is just a high school rumor.
What do you mean high school rumor?
High school rumor.
That's he went to high school. He went to high school down here. That's the circles.
Wow.
I feel like they're hating on him.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's the coolest
that.
kid in school, and yeah, he's in the NFL, and he's a great player, but you know he's gay.
And he did trash.
Hey, by the way,
he was
being
known
gay is
for
cool.
trashing people's homes in high school.
Did he
trashing
trash your home?
lines.
Did he trash your home? Is that where this comes
No,
from?
he didn't trash my home.
Is that where this comes from? Well, I tell you what.
There was semen everywhere.
I tell you, if both.
So he's a Fanuc, big deal. He's
not.
He's in.
You don't know that.
He's in San Francisco. He's
If
in
he
the right
is, he
place.
couldn't be in a better place. My God. If he is, I still go with the Niners. Although Chase Young.
I go with them too.
You got Chase Young. You see, like he just gives up on plays. They almost didn't dress him for this game. Dude, I don't know if you saw those clips. He just gives up on plays.
Speaking of that,
It's
are they dressing Kadarius Toney?
We don't know yet.
I think you got to put him in.
Because he's that type of guy.
I think, yeah. Like
Just to return
I remember
punts.
last year's Super Bowl. I think Chris Collinsworth said, if I had to pick one guy in the whole NFL in a game of tag,
yes,
I'm picking Kadarius
He's a game
Toney.
wrecker.
He's but he also wrecks
He's
a
a
game for your own
franchise wrecker.
team. Yes.
But if you have him for one game, I think you gotta let him return punts at least, right?
I think so.
I
think you want him in there. They probably got a couple special plays drawn up with him. You know what I mean? A little trickery. I think watching the quarterback thing on Netflix last year, they show like the way they all work in cahoots and coming up with these plays.
Yeah.
You know, it's I think they keep it fun. They have these weird things where they're doing snow globes and spinning a ring around the rosies and then hopping out there. I think you want that weapon.
Before Dom made these ridiculously
hold on
libelous accusations.
1 second. And I think keeping him out in the last game, is going to make him a little hungry. And maybe you'll want that. I think it's a part of Andy Reid's genius.
Yeah, maybe. I think you play him, you let him return punts, and in this way he has a couple good. If nothing else,
he was a force in the Eagles game.
If nothing else,
last Super Bowl.
Yeah, maybe he at least gives you a reason that somebody will trade for him. You know, it's not complete sunk cost, but who knows? He could also put the ball on the ground.
You helped them win the Super Bowl.
100. They don't win the big game last year without him for sure. But one guy
beat the Bills this year with
one guy you did mention. Yeah, so true. One guy you did mention is Chris Jones, and Chris Jones is lining up over John Feliciano, the ex-Giant John Feliciano, who was one of the best run blocking guards in the game, but the worst starting pass blocking right guard in the game.
Right.
Chris Jones could be a problem.
Right.
And some are saying this is the best defense Steve Spagnuolo has had since the 2007 Giants. You know, this is a better defense than any Andy Reid team in recent.
I think they're gonna lose their. They lost the D line, the front forward conversation.
100%.
They're gonna lose linebackers.
Linebackers,
but I got
San
them in the
Francisco.
secondary.
But it's very close though. Secondaries to me, secondary is a toss up at best. I think San Francisco has more physical cornerbacks, and ball hawking safeties. I think to me, if San Francisco's defense is going to be a problem in this game. I got to tell you, man, it's very hard not to take Patrick Mahomes and the points. But the more and more you watch it, the more and more you look at it.
So we wrapped up positions. Let's get into it.
22 positions on the field. I think the Chiefs are better at maybe 3, probably 2. But, does the quarterback matter that much? That's the question.
And how many points? It's like how many points do you give to the head coach? To Andy Reid as the head coach and Spagnuolo as the D coordinator. I feel like it evens out a little bit, and I think that it's a little bit of a skill versus will game. Will, I got the Chiefs. Maybe skill, you go to the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
But I think will beats skill, and I got the Chiefs winning 31-21.
31-21 to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
The mentalist, he's in on it.
I'm on the.
He's
still in on the.
all in on the mentalist.
I teased it for the past 2 weeks. I'm in on the mentalist.
So if you're all in on the mentalist, that means that you're taking the Chiefs.
We're gonna put a little bit of money down
and the over. The Chiefs and the over. I'm taking the first half under, which is, I believe it was 24.5 last I looked. I'm taking the first half under. I think they stuff all the commercials they can possibly stuff into the first half. You've got all these emotions. The guys warm up. They get loose an hour before they touch the ball after the national anthem, the black national anthem, God Bless America, the ceremonial coin toss. So I think it's very hard for people to get into rhythm in the first half of the game, and then the second half it becomes football. So I go first half under.
I hear you, but disagree. I kind of think I think the Chiefs are going to score at least, maybe 2-3 touchdowns in the first.
If they score 3 touchdowns and San Francisco doesn't, we still hit the under. So if it's 24.5, if it stays 24.5 by the time the big game comes around, I'm taking the under.
Okay.
All right, so that's a 4-score first half. I don't see that happening. So we've got – that's my first pick as far as props are concerned, is the first half under. I think damn, man, I think I'm going, shit, this is a good game. I think I'm going Kansas City Chiefs. I don't think I can bet against Patrick Mahomes getting points, man.
Yeah. You're
giving me Patrick Mahomes and points. Andy Reid's done it before. They're saying this is the best defense they've ever had. But you know what? Shit. This will, in my mind, this will be the best team they've ever beat. This is better than that set. This is better than the Eagles team that they beat. So, and they barely beat them.
They barely beat them.
And this is a better team.
They're getting beat up going into the second half.
Damn. Which way do we go? I don't know
Chiefs,
what to do.
Dog. I got you.
You're going Chiefs?
We go Chiefs.
Well, then you know what? Just to make it fun, just to put a little something on it, I'm gonna go Niners.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Niners, but I
How does that feel? That doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good.
Does it?
It does not feel bad. But I gotta tell you, Patrick Mahomes' wife and brother just suck so much. Taylor Swift is annoying. Travis Kelce sucks.
Yo, I hate.
I'm
Mahomes,
ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for a world where Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy is holding up the Lombardi.
And that's the thing when you were talking about Purdy earlier. Like, that's a great story.
Mr.
Irrelevant, the last pick of the draft in a Super Bowl. Was in the playoffs last year. You know what I mean? Like he's doing the damn thing. So good on that kid. But yeah, it's gonna be the Chiefs and Mahomes and Andy Reid and
I'm betting with my heart.
Taylor Swift, and unfortunately, fucking what's Mahomes' little brother name? I don't even say his name. I don't like him. I don't like him. And the
I don't
father,
even care. I don't care what his name is.
I don't want to know.
I know guys.
I've seen him do like little TikTok dances and shit. Like he did. Oh, bro, he's fucking.
Oh, he's the worst.
He's the cringiest person I've ever seen.
Jordan, I think his name. It's the worst. I do know guys who know Patty Mahomes. Patty Mahomes likes to hang out at old Black Betty's Saloon in Sayreville, New Jersey. There.
Mahomes does.
Old Big Pat.
Oh, the father.
The father. Our boy Tommy Borowski's place over there. Got nothing but great things to say about Patty Mahomes.
He seems like a cool dude. You always see him walking around drinking a beer. Ex-baseball
Apparently
player.
driving around drinking a beer.
Driving around drinking a lot of beers. Yeah. I hope he don't. Hope the justice system is leaning on him. He birthed one really cool kid and one motherfucker, one little piece of shit. But like, you know what I mean? Hey, 50-50 is not bad. If that was him in baseball, he'd be in the fucking Hall of Fame.
He's all right,
bro.
He'd be the best of all time. He's doing pretty good. Brittany Mahomes is going to be in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. Her and Taylor. Now they're going to make a whole spectacle. Taylor's going to be flying in from Tokyo. They're going to make a whole spectacle of her showing up around halftime.
Oh, thank God she's going to make it.
The Queen is here.
Why only halftime? If she flies right out, she's got time to make it. Trust me, I looked into these things.
What's the over-under on Taylor Swift being shown on TV? I think it's 5.5. You taking the over or the under?
I'm guaranteed she's going to be shown there.
Over? So 6 times. That's more than once a quarter.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I thought. Got you. How many times a quarter?
So right now the over-under on times Taylor Swift is shown on TV is 5.5. So that's
if Kelce scores 2 tutties, you know he's.
That's 4 right there. That's 4 right there. So they're definitely.
If they cut to her, cut back, cut to her. That's 2.
That's 2.
I'll put the bang that.
Bang the over. You got to hammer the over. 5.5 for Taylor Swift. Hammer the over.
Yeah.
Hammer it.
Yeah.
Wait,
you say she's only getting in there at halftime, you heard?
Well, that's the thing. That's the rumor.
No, it works though. She could be there. She could be in Well,
they're gonna show.
She could be in Vegas Saturday night.
They're gonna show her the first time for sure, right? And then
how many times are they gonna show her in the fucking lead?
Then they're
gonna
show her the first time Kelsey catches a ball. That's 2.
Okay.
Kelsey scores a touchdown. 3
to 4.
To 4. Then they gotta show her again when it's a tight game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, watch her going.
That's 5.
Ooh.
Now are we getting? Now I think if they take the lead, Taylor 6, or there's a big play where Travis drops a ball, Taylor 6. I think you got to hammer the over 5.5.
Yeah, I
think you got to hammer the over.
Hey, let's run some of these prop bets. Bet US for all your gambling needs. Gamble responsibly.
If you have a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. 888 admit it. Is that the number that you gave to Joey Bosa? Nick Bosa? What we got here? Give us some props here, bud.
I just saw a text you sent.
Touchdown scores.
we did it first.
So we got touchdown scores.
Yep, what we got?
Let's do.
Christian McCaffrey.
Anytime touchdown scorer, Christian McCaffrey.
I like it.
You're going to have to pay a hefty penny for this one. What is it? Minus what? Well, 425 or something?
Minus 275.
Yeah, so just so people that don't know first time, that means that to win $100, you got to bet 275. So it's 3-1, you know. So
But you could do it in a parlay and connect all these guys, and you can make nice money. You know what I mean? You could bring that value. I
like a parlay. I like a teaser.
A lot of people call it a sucker's bet.
They say it's
I don't
a sucker
think
bet.
so. I think you do a McCaffrey, a Pacheco, one of the tight ends. You know what I mean? Maybe a receiver or two. You
throw 20 to make 200. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Let's go 10-1 on that. I'm down with that.
You think either of the quarterbacks getting in the end zone? I say no.
Mahomes always has a way to sneak out there.
That would be a sneaky that's a will one.
Mahomes rushing touchdown is a sneaky good lottery ticket.
Yeah.
Bro, Mahomes, I bet you, what is that? That's probably plus 400 or something. That's a sneaky good lottery ticket on rushing. We don't have that up here, and it would take me too long to explain it to you, Christian, how to find it. So, let's see. Deebo Samuel, anytime touchdown score is what?
Plus 125.
Okay. Now we're talking almost even money. Ayuk
is 160 plus 160.
Okay. Kittle
plus 165.
Okay.
How do you say this guy's name?
Juwan Jennings.
Juwan Jennings is plus 500.
All right.
Brock Purdy plus 575.
Ooh.
Elijah Mitchell.
Ball's in his hand every play.
Ooh. That's not a bad lotto ticket. Quarterback sneak at the 1 yard line right there. All right, go ahead.
Elijah Mitchell is plus 700.
All right.
And Kyle
Juszczyk
is plus 750.
Juszczyk's plus 750. I'm donating to the cause on that one.
Yeah.
100 to win 750. Juszczyk.
Yeah, I like the idea of doing a little parlay. Go in there and have some fun with it, guys. Go pick a couple guys from San Francisco, a couple guys from.
There's always a gimmick play in the Super Bowl.
Pull up the
Who's
Chiefs
the
one.
David Tyree? Who's the third, fourth wide receiver?
I know, man. There's always like a hero.
It's not a bad
emerges.
Throw
a hero emerges.
Throw a couple clams on one of those plus 400s and have yourself a day.
You got some clams, huh?
Hey, some clams casino over here.
Read them, Christian.
What we got?
We got Isaiah Pacheco.
Now Mick is all over this. And am I reading that correctly? Is that minus 120?
Yes, sir.
That's good money. So that's a $20 vig for Pacheco. That's easy. Hammer that.
Travis Kelce plus 100.
Even money.
Plus 100. That's great.
Rashee Rice is plus 135.
I like that one too.
Whoa.
Mahomes is plus 350.
Hammer it.
Yeah.
Hammer it.
Marquise Valdez-Scantling is
not bad, man. I almost wanted to put one on each of them.
The problem with Van D. Scantling is he drops the damn ball. Yeah. I'll throw the phone through the TV if I put clams on him at 350 and then he drops the damn thing.
Yeah.
Justin Watson plus 450.
Watson's another guy.
Noah Gray, that's the backup tight end.
Yes, it is.
Plus 600.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Plus 500.
Helaire was supposed to be. Pacheco was the nobody from Rutgers. Edwards-Helaire.
Say my alma mater right,
Rutgers.
Rutgers.
The R-U. The U. The other U.
R-U, baby.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire was supposed to be the big running back, LSU guy. He was supposed to be the guy. I could see Clyde Edwards-Helaire maybe
sneaking in there.
but he just doesn't get the usage.
They throw a little something out the backfield.
350 Mahomes anytime. Juice check 450. Ooh,
That might be a nice little
those are some
parlay right there.
takes. That's
might be
some
waiting,
good bait.
You might be waiting around for that juice check, bro. That one. I could see I don't know. I think you get a kind of
jumbo package.
Some of those guys in like the top 2 of each team, and you do a parlay with them.
Maybe.
That's what I'm pushing for.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's get to the fun ones. Let's get to some of the fun ones here.
Some
What
of
do we
the
got on
fun
the
ones.
Reba McEntire? Reba is doing the American anthem, the American national anthem for all Americans. 90 seconds is the over/under. You going over or under?
Let's see. Oh,
wait. Let's get it timed. That's exactly what. Wait. Let's get it timed up.
You're really gonna do that?
Absolutely. Let's get it timed up. Let's get it timed up.
We're not gonna sing 60 to 2 minutes of 60 to 120 seconds of national anthem right now.
You goddamn right we are, because this is America, baby.
Well, I'm gonna go get some TWC multivitamins.
Yeah, you do that.
I'm gonna go pop.
Because you hate America. I get it.
No, it's not that.
I get it.
I don't know what you're doing with your thumbs and your phone.
I
got a
am.
stopwatch
I'm
right
getting.
here.
You got the stopwatch? I'm trying to get the timer up. You ready? All right, here we go. Ready? All right, and ready.
I only like the black national anthem.
Set. Go. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night on the rampart.
Hold on now. Rampart. Hold on now. Rampart. Remember that guy doing it at the NBA when he couldn't get it right? So he tried it like 3 times.
Did he
The
really?
clock is ticking.
Yeah.
What are we doing
Ramparts. I know, but you know what? We're not
We're
putting
so
enough.
gallantly
No, don't speed it up because
streaming.
she's going to put more into it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm
And
buying
the
time.
rockets
Red glare.
the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet
10 seconds.
wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. America! Fuck yeah! I got chills.
Over. We're going with the
146.
Over.
Yeah. Reba's hitting that over for sure.
All right, man. Get you some of this.
Woo! Yeah, TWC.HEALTH / slick and thick.
Yeah.
These guys are
Unless
really
you
awesome.
hate America.
I got a
too.
couple more comments when you're ready.
Go for it.
Let's hear 'em.
Go
We
for
got Carlos Morales saying, already shadow banned. What the fuck, bro? We got,
it. Right.
then he says, go 49ers.
All right.
Then he says, was here. Okay. And then R
I know,
says,
bro. I appreciate y'all seeing that we getting shadow banned.
Appreciate
You know
y'all.
what I mean? This is what happens when you do business with the fucking human menace, Gerard the Truth Michaels.
and then we got R saying, I'm going for Mahomes and creating a new dynasty.
You know, it's tough.
there.
It's tough. It's tough not to, bro.
Yeah.
It's tough not to. So we're taking Reba in the over there, huh?
Yeah, we got the over.
I don't know. I think I got to go under there because I think we did it about as slow as we can do it, and we fucked around. And we still only got it by 10
man.
seconds.
Well, listen, when you do country, they do things a little slower down south.
All right. What else we got? Heads or tails?
I'm most nervous about that bet right there, though, now. To be honest, like, I'm going to have my stopwatch. And I'm like,
Come on, Reba.
take your time, baby.
Take your time. Breathe, Reba.
Minus 105 on tails.
Oh. So it turns out everybody thinks this is a 50-50 thing, but there's actually like a 6% variant that lands on tails. So you got good money right
They
there.
say tails never fails.
Exactly. Tails never fails.
But heads is, like, more positive.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I
tails
mean?
is
like, heads is, like, type A.
Yeah.
And tails is, like, a little like tails.
We're going tails. I'm taking tails. What else we got?
We got some Taylor Swift ones here.
Let's get some Taylor
Taylor
Swift. Let's
Swift?
get the Swifties.
I think these are hypotheticals, but will she double high five someone in the box?
Yes, 100%.
I hope she chest
Will
bumps.
Swift be seen mouthing curse words during play?
I'm gonna say no.
No.
She can be like,
What Swift song will be played on the CBS broadcast first?
Ooh.
what was it? What
Which
song?
Swift song will be played on the CBS broadcast first?
Well, let me pull up her catalog. It's not gonna be on Feeling 22, even though that's the one that always comes to my mind.
What's the one that
Hey
team
now,
captain,
you're a rock
she's
star.
in the bleachers. That one.
Here
Here the whole time. If
Get
you
up,
could answer the one you love, why can't you see
You belong to me.
That one. You belong to me. You belong to me. Yep.
Travis Kelce.
Here's another. Will Swift and Kelsey be shown kissing on the field?
If they win.
If they win, for show.
If you think the Chiefs are gonna win, hammer that prop right there.
Wait. Watch Kelsey get down on a knee and propose to
Oh,
her.
don't do
right
it.
after.
Don't do it.
Dude, if they're both of their publicists are hammering that. Like, look, please.
Oh, God.
Please do
Oh,
this for
God.
me.
I like the one who's she going to be seen next to. And that is, it's definitely going to be Brittany Mahomes.
Brittany Mahomes.
Yeah, for sure. That talk about the publicists, the Sports Illustrated people are probably like paying big money to have that happen. If old Brittany is,
Yeah, man, that's it is what it is.
How would you have your wife in Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue? You down with that?
I guess so. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah. Is that it's almost like a source of pride, right? It's like my girl's in a Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue.
Yeah. No.
Or is it you find her in the Sports Illustrated
you don't
and
want
then
her
you
in
pull
that,
her out and you say you're not doing that shit no more?
You don't
What
want
about
her.
OnlyFans?
You don't want her in Playboy or
Ooh.
OnlyFans. You don't want her in Playboy or OnlyFans. But Sports Illustrated edition is more tasteful.
It's tasteful.
It's tasteful.
It's
Old school.
What about like booty pics on Instagram?
No.
Nah, that's a no for you.
My girl wouldn't be doing that. My wife wouldn't be doing that.
That's a no for me too.
That's
actually.
a no for you, dog.
Yeah. What about you, G?
I don't think I'd have an issue with it. I need to see how she navigates the comments first. Let's
But
see how
why does she
handles
need to be doing it
What do you mean
in
why?
the first place? I don't know.
Get him, Christian. Get him.
I know he's
Hey,
back me
yo,
up.
we're gonna
Back me up.
do a Christian dating show.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it Christian Mingle.
That's funny.
Nah, shit, it's already taken. What did I copyright infringe again? But yeah, Christian, we're gonna find you a fucking. We're gonna find the short king, his short queen.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
we're gonna do a
Absolutely.
game. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. All right. What else we got?
After the big game, we got the little game.
the little game. That's so
Slick and
funny.
short or something?
Slick and short.
Thick and
You're
small?
not that short.
You're not that short.
I know.
I know, it's funny though.
You're not that
It's funny
short.
that you're.
It's
What are
still
you?
funny.
5'8",
Yeah.
5'9"?
Yeah, 5'8".
Have you seen that song that's like going around?
He's funny. He takes the piss out of himself.
This is a song
Christian's a catch.
about that.
Thanks,
Kim
man.
calls him
Keep
my
going.
boyfriend
I'm
sometimes.
never going to tell
Really?
Yeah.
I'm never going to tell my wife how tall I really am. My wife thinks I'm 5'9",
I did see that thing. I did
but
see
I'm
that.
really 5'7". So funny.
What else we got here? We should do are we done with the soup?
Yeah, I
bowl?
think that's it. So you're hammering the Chiefs.
Hammering
you think
the
it's 10
Chiefs,
points. You don't think it's
hammering
going to be
the
close.
Chiefs.
You got the Chiefs
I
in the over.
think it could be competitive early, but
You're
I
going
think
with the
the Chiefs
mentalist.
are gonna.
You're going with the mentalist.
I'm all in on the mentalist, man.
Well,
It makes
there's a
me
lot
look-
of things.
I would just feel like a real fucking idiot if it is that and I didn't put any money on that.
Fair enough.
So I
The
think we
signs
gotta-
were there.
We got to do it,
The
bro.
signs were there.
And if not, I'm like, you know what I mean? It's a far out thing. Yeah, probably just throw a G on that, 7,000 to 1. You know what I mean? Why not?
Why not? Change everything for the better.
I mean, it's just like a drop in the bucket, but whatever.
It's just like you said. It's gonna be a new boat, or or it's not. It's fine. So you want to do the UFC or no? You give a shit?
Yeah. I got a couple of my homies on.
Yeah,
there.
friend of the program, Michael Johnson.
My homies, thinking like my homes.
My homies.
Yeah, Michael Johnson, who was on the podcast, who's got his own podcast now. We're gonna have them on next week.
Yep. He's out
there. Yeah, we're gonna talk about him getting this dub. We got Gregory Rodriguez, RoboCop, who's gonna be my biggest lock of the night over Brad Tavares. I think we just covered it.
That's it, huh? All right. Well,
and then we're gonna go. What's the line on
we're gonna call
Body Bags Pfeiffer and
this is what we'll do. We'll call this the Mickey parlay. All right. We got a Pacheco anytime touchdown.
Yep.
We got a. Are you going Kelsey anytime touchdown? Give me your three. So you got RoboCop and Pacheco. Give me one more. McCaffrey. So you got Pacheco anytime touchdown, McCaffrey anytime touchdown.
I almost want to go Rashee Rice, but that's 3 for them, so I'm not gonna.
You're gonna go McCaffrey anytime touchdown, Pacheco anytime touchdown, and Gregory RoboCop.
I'm going RoboCop.
You going any particular? Or are you juicing it? Do you feel like it's gonna be a sub or a knockout, or are you just going money line?
Let's go RoboCop and let's throw Michael Johnson in there.
Michael Johnson dub, RoboCop dub.
Yeah.
McCaffrey anytime touchdown.
Yeah.
And Pacheco anytime touchdown.
Yeah.
If you hit this and you put $100 on that,
give me some.
That's probably, what do you think, Dom? That would probably end up being about what, $1,200, $1,300? You got Nick Bosa for a half a sack. After all of your defamation, now you want to get on his good side.
Yeah, because he knows he likes sacks.
Now he wants to get on the good side. That you like.
He's like, you like sacks and balls. Maybe he picks up a couple fumbles too.
Nick Bosa half a sack.
Maybe he jumps on the ball once or twice.
So you got to hit all 5 for 100, and then you'd probably, if you're doing a 5 on a parlay, what do you think? You're probably going to turn that 100 into, I would say, about 1,500 if you hit all 5. What do you think? Well, no, because Pacheco and Johnson are the only 2 dogs. The other three are pretty much even money, I would bet.
Michael Johnson's a dog?
McCaffrey.
Bet that shit. No.
He's not a dog. What is he?
Let me check. Kitty's fighting's tough, but McCaffrey's tougher.
Giving 3 to 1, so you got to cover that.
Favorite fighter.
Yeah, dude. Even when we were doing the prep, and I saw it became kind of like viral in the MMA online community. But when we were doing the prep for his episode with us, his roster of opponents is insane.
Bro, Michael Johnson and anyone who is gonna be like, oh, he's lost fights. Look who the fuck he's fought.
Yeah, crazy.
He's fought everybody. Yeah. He's
the Giovanni
OG,
Russo of MMA.
Minus 139.
20 to 1, so 100 to 2 grand. Yeah, that's what I said, right? 100 to 2 grand. I think, I don't have it in front of me, but I bet this is the Mickey parlay. $100, and you put these 4. Do you feel good about the Bosa or no? Bosa half sack?
Yeah, why not?
So we'll go 5.
Beef it up.
Then we'll go 5. If you hit the Mickey parlay, that's Pacheco anytime touchdown, McCaffrey anytime touchdown, RoboCop victory, Michael Johnson victory, Bosa over half a sack.
Yeah.
That's $100.
RoboCop
if that hits, that's going to go $100 to 2 grand. Yeah.
RoboCop's
which means if you put 1,000, you're going to get 20. Yeah. So shit, if you feel that comfortable about it, I might put 1,000 on it. What the hell? Turn 1,000 and 20,000. That's how you win in inflationary America.
Yeah.
That's how you make
US,
it
dog.
in the United States, right? How to make it in America. So so you feel real good about Michael Johnson in this one.
Yeah.
Not just because he's your boy.
I always feel very good when they're my boy, but I've seen the way MJ has grinded this camp, and I think any given night, MJ's one of the best fighters in the world. Anybody go watch his Edson Barbosa fight. Even some of these fights he's lost, he's right there. Yeah. You know what I mean? He drops Gaethje, almost has Gaethje out of there. Who's the BMF, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like he's a dog. He's a beast. He's got a fun style. MJ's my guy, and I got RoboCop. Like I said, I think that's my biggest lock of the night.
He seems to be one of the most respected fighters in a gym full of really respected fighters.
Yeah, he's up there, man, for sure.
Yeah, people, they look at him, they have a ton of respect for him.
He's a good guy, man. He's a good person, God-fearing guy, but like beast, big boy for 85. Like looks like a 205er. Heavy hands. Like I said, gave me a black eye. Me and him sparred 3 rounds a couple weeks ago. He moves good. He's got good jiu-jitsu. He's there scrapping. Saw him and Impa scrapping the other day. Him and Vicente scrapping. Like he's a beast.
Awesome. Well, so there you go. So you got those 2.
Yeah.
That's your UFC picks.
And I think is Pfeiffer an underdog or a favorite?
He should be favorite. Let me check. He is -265.
So he's a 2-1 favorite.
Yeah.
Maybe go the other way on that.
Really?
Maybe.
So you think it's gonna be a close fight?
Yeah, I think Hermansson's not bad. I think Hermansson's a very good fighter.
So you think
I don't know.
Pfeiffer's gonna win?
I'm just saying.
But it's 2-1. I got you. All right, cool.
I hate what people do. I'm just starting to say shit. So I call myself out on it. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows? But go have fun with them. Enjoy the fights. Enjoy the big game, the Super Bowl.
Are they out in Vegas too?
Yeah.
That's gonna be fucking fun, huh? Go to the fights before the Super Bowl. Vegas this week is just look nuts. Vegas looks like it was a good time this week. Yeah. Next time the Bowl's in Vegas.
Hopefully they got that fucking street finished out there.
They definitely did not,
bro. Everyone's gonna be having to drive in fucking loop-de-loops to try and get around. Oh, Vegas looks like a good time, but also a horrible time at the same time right now.
Yeah, if you got to drive or take an Uber, Vegas is not. Yeah, it was. We walked 50,000 steps in 3 days. I was hurting for like a week after that, man. Yeah. But all good, man. All right, so there it is. The big game special, Slick and Thick's big game special.
Yeah.
The bowl of soup special.
Yeah.
And you feel really confident Kansas City.
Yeah, I do.
I like it.
I do. I got Kansas City with the fucking will over the skill of the 49ers.
Yeah. It's tough to argue against it. I feel in my heart San Francisco's going to do it.
Hey, and if they do, I'm like, congrats Shanahan, and sorry to all the people I told to bet otherwise.
All right, and your beautiful 1991 vintage New York Football Giants Super Bowl sweater is the closest the Giants are going to get to the bowl this year.
Oh yeah.
But the Giants are coming back. They're going to be back.
Hey man, Giants.
Probably not next year.
Probably not the next year.
Maybe not the year after that.
But one day. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But one day.
We got exciting episodes coming up for you after the Super Bowl. Enjoy this very special Super Bowl special that we did here. I just said the word.
It's
the bowl of
okay,
soup special that we did here. Enjoy the shit out of it. Hope you go have fun with your people and your family. If you've been drinking during the big game, take an Uber home, people. Everybody's going to be out there being reckless. Enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, it's amateur hour, man. Be careful. That's like New Year's Eve. Don't do it.
We love y'all. Hope you get a chance to call off Monday. And we got some big episodes for you next week. And that's the other thing.
Monday should be a fucking national holiday.
Yeah.
After the Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think that they're working towards it. They're going to add one more game to the season eventually, and then everything will be pushed back one more week, and then President's Day weekend will be the Monday after. I think that's what they're looking for.
Yeah, it should be its own American
And then after
holiday,
that,
but whatever.
For the D-Gens out there, we got the XFL-USFL merger, now the UFL.
You think that's going to be tight?
We're going to learn I don't know what the team names are, but we have 5 days to learn, D-Gens. We have 5 days to learn. And people are going to be betting on this. This is going to be the funniest thing in the world.
I got some homies in that league.
When people are going to be like acting like they know, like you're going to have sharps out there telling you, oh, you got to bet the over.
You got to hammer the Stampede. The Cougars are weak. They're weak in the secondary.
No idea. They have no idea. Nobody has any idea. We don't even know if these guys have uniforms yet, but we're gonna find out.
Yeah,
all right, man.
We'll be here.
For the great Mickey Gall, I'm Gerard Michaels. This has been Slick and Thick. Check out betus.com. Use code SNT125. Have yourself a great